All right, so we are here in front of Boomer's Sports Bar, which is where we are going to be shooting one of the scenes of the movie. I'm going to do my video diary out here for today and use this very tiny microphone to talk to some of the crew members that are out here with us. We're scouting the location right now in Gonzales, Texas, and want to introduce you to some people. Trevor. This is Trevor.
Hi, Steven.
Trevor, what do you do on the project?
I'm the visual effects supervisor.
And what does that mean?
That means I oversee all of the visual effects in the film. I'm here at the location today to basically plan out how we're going to do these shots and ensure that I'll be able to work with something when that footage comes to my desk later.
And what are visual effects?
Well, visual effects are effects that are done after a scene has been filmed, whereas common errors, special effects, that's actually done in camera. So the distinction here is special effects are done while you're shooting and visual effects are done after the fact, usually with a computer.
So you're a pixel pusher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool. Claire? Let's reframe up here. Let's see more of this lovely location here. Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Claire White, and I'm taking care of production design for the film.
And what does a production designer do?
Basically make sure the entire aesthetic is cohesive and all the locations and props and dressing look the way that they should.
So what do you think of this bar?
I think it's great. You can't ask for more than this. It's perfect.
What do you think you're gonna have to do a lot to get it ready to go?
We already built this whole thing, so no, I think it's great. We've been really lucky with some awesome locations, so it's just tweaking and getting it to look perfect.
We also have this lovely young gentleman right here.
Charles Mulford, one of the producers.
And what does a producer do?
I don't know. I think a producer does all of the logistical stuff to get all of that off of out of the director's hair so he can focus on all the creative things.
So I heard an old adage one time that the producer does all the work and the director gets all the credit. Do you feel that that's true?
I think that definitely deservedly so, the director gets the bulk of the credit. I think by virtue of the fact that a lot of people don't know what a producer is responsible for, that ends up being the case a little bit. But, when a film wins Best Picture, the producer accepts the award. And, so I think that, yes and no, I guess, is the bad answer to that question.
What do you think about the locations and where we are right now with the shoot in terms of getting ready?
Yeah, I think we're in really good shape. We're about 5 weeks out, and everything's lining up nicely. We're really lucky that we only have a handful of locations, and I think we found them all now, so that's a load off. We're, casting, I think, is the big hurdle we still need to surmount, but it's certainly not insurmountable.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to cut right now, and then in a little bit, I'm going to introduce you to the director of photography, Drew Daniels, who is working on another job right now on a phone call. So we'll talk to him maybe at the next location. All right, so here we are at another one of our locations. This is what is this place called? The Lytton something general store.
Lytton Springs.
Lytton Springs General Store. They have go to their Facebook page and like them. If we could get 1% of our Facebook fans to like them, then we would double their number of Facebook likes in a matter of hours.
Do they have a Facebook?
They do. They have 55 Facebook fans. Which is probably the entire population of Dale, Texas, which is where we are right now. So this right here is, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
I'm Drew Daniels. I'm the cinematographer.
What does a cinematographer do?
I have to explain this pretty often to people. The cinematographer shoots the movie, lights the movie, collaborates with the director to achieve their vision.
There you go. So he takes his orders from me, is what he's saying. We have it on tape.
pretty much.
What are some unique challenges for this particular movie?
Well, there's no coverage for one.
What does that mean?
Meaning that everything has to seemingly be shot in one shot by the cameraman, who's the actor. So another challenge is that you don't really see him very much through the movie, besides through reflections or maybe through the other camera. So the challenge would be to sort of adopt that character's personality and shoot through their point of view, essentially, and tell the story through the character's point of view. So, and it's supposed to look unlit. It's supposed to look ugly, and it's 3D.
Yeah, so on the technical side of things, the 3D, what are some of the challenges about shooting in 3D?
Well, the challenges for shooting in 3D are mainly keeping it steady enough and converged and just keeping the 3D so that it doesn't just rip people's eyeballs out of their face when they're watching it in the movie theater.
Yes, we want the horror to rip people's eyeballs out of their face when they're watching it, not the camera work. So,
Yeah.
I mean, our goal is to shoot things, is to not give people a headache or make them puke.
Yeah, so there's a lot of rules that we're going to have to give ourselves to follow so that we don't make people sick or make people nauseous or make their eyes hurt, make their brains hurt.
What about lighting?
Lighting is going to have to basically look unlit, but be moody and bright enough to tell the story appropriately.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for tuning in for this video, this edition of the Director's Video Diary. We'll see you again next week, same time, probably slightly different place.